What's up, everyone? Brandon the Y with The Wise Decision. I'm here with Chace at Bolobuilt Fitness in Wailuku. Chace, pleasure to be here. Thank you for coming, my man. So, what brought you to build your own gym?
It was always a dream, man. It's always a dream to have a fitness facility. And I've had, my garage gyms. I had a warehouse gym in Kalalui, which was amazing. But I knew I just wanted something more. And here I am now, man. So, yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm going to enter my first bodybuilding competition, Summer Shredding 2026. And this is a whole new world. Like, what do I have to do? Do I have to get a spray tan?
First of all, congratulations, man. That's a huge step. And a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to go into a competition. And I think they say it's like, only 1% of people can handle it. So you're already in that 1%. But yeah, it's definitely I think it's one of the hardest things to do. Just because, sports is like you go to practice and then you go sleep, whatever. Bodybuilding and body transformation, it's what you live and breathe 24/7 from the time you wake up, from the time you go to sleep. So just knowing that you're gonna get into that space, and you're gonna have some rough days regardless of how perfect your plan is or how things are going. When you're at that low body fat, it's just chaotic, and food is everywhere, right? So you're gonna be tempted a lot, but I think it's amazing, man. Once you get through a competition, like there's nothing that you can't do, because you build that to the mindset and mentality that you can really do anything. And it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be great.
Awesome. Would you have any pointers for me as far as staying on point with the diet? Because like you said, we're surrounded by people, we got friends, family, and everyone's eating whatever. And of course, there's always going to be temptation. Yeah. Do you have any pointers for me as far as that goes?
Yeah, I say biggest thing is focus on yourself and just like block out the noise. You're gonna go through this competition, you're gonna scroll on social media, seeing other people probably doing it, and like start comparing yourself and seeing what they eat, seeing how they're training. Like, oh, I might do the right thing. Just like, you have your coach, stick to your coach's plan, and then just trust the process the entire time and communicate a lot. And yeah, just block out the noise from everything else. Focus on yourself, try to be better every single day, and you'll do good, man.
Awesome. Another question I have is, now that I'm just starting out in my prep, I'm starting to just feel the beginning effects of being depleted. How should one like myself, who is about to get in the competition, have the mental fortitude to push themselves through the workout even though they don't feel quite as strong?
Yeah, well, just remember your why, right? Your why is like a why, right? You are there to step on stage and show off an amazing transformation, and just realizing like, hey, I am losing a lot of weight, I am losing a lot of body fat, so it's gonna come, that energy drop, that depletion. But that's the reason why there's so many people out there not doing what you're doing, is because they cannot handle that. So you just use that self as motivation on like how to push through. Like, yeah, this sucks, but bro, this is why I'm doing it, right? This is why I'm doing it, to like prove to myself and prove to others that it takes hard work and dedication to get to the stage.
Meal preparation's such a big deal, especially for me, and I couldn't have lost 180 pounds without clear guidance and direction with planning. I think it's a huge deal for everyone. Everyone should be preparing their own meals. But you have your own surplus over here on Maui called Ono Cuisine. What was the concept of starting up that business?
The meal prep company, how it started was fully transparent. Number one is because I wanted to use it myself. I competed for 10 years, or I did 11 shows. I had to cook all my meals, prepare all my meals. I'm like, bro, I wish I could just like have someone else do it for me. So that's the whole idea of how it started. My head chef, Patrick, we were working at the Ondas together, and we made an agreement on like, hey, would you cook my meals for me, pay you all and stuff. So he was prepping my meals, and I'm like, bro, like this helps me so much. Why don't I just share it with all my clients? So then I started cooking for my clients, and then boom, boom, boom. Years later, now we're in this company, Kupono Cuisine.
So Chace, where can we find Kupono Cuisine meals?
So at kuponocuisine.com, our whole menu is there. You can order from there. Pickup is going to be in Wailuku. And if you have any questions, the best thing to do is just DM us on Instagram at Kupono Cuisine.
How can people get inside this gym? You do one-on-ones, or?
I run this as a private facility. So only my clients get access to this gym, which makes it exclusive for them. It's not crowded. That's what I made this gym for.
Hey Chase, thanks for having us at Bolobuilt Fitness.